Awesome, you made it. Here's a quick review for those of you who came to the party late. Your credit score is not a report card grade. It is not a summary of everything that you have done in your past, and here you go, here's this grade. That is not how the credit scoring model works. While it makes sense, it is not the focus of the credit scoring model that generates a credit score based upon your behaviors. What so many people do is they take actions that are misappropriated as far as the values are concerned. Wow, did I just say misappropriated? You better go, boy, that's a big word. If you're going to spend your two most valuable resources, seriously, if you are going to spend your two most valuable resources, and that is your time and your money towards getting a better credit score and profile, make sure that the actions that you are taking will actually indeed improve your credit score and profile. Because when you spend your time and your money towards helping you increase your credit scores and it does not happen, that's when you get deflated. That's when you have that defeated attitude and mindset. But it takes understanding of knowing what your credit score is and what these banks are looking for. So let's dive in. Your credit score is like a crystal ball. It is an indicator to banks, creditors, lenders. Should they give you more money, more goods, more services, more credit, more assets based upon what they see going on with you today? I repeat, your credit score is like a crystal ball. It is an indicator. It predicts the future of whether or not it's a good idea for banks, creditors, and lenders to determine whether or not it is a good idea to determine whether or not it's a good idea that based upon your credit today, your credit score today, your credit profile today is a good idea for them to give you more money, more goods, more assets. Does that make sense? Or do I have to repeat it again? Because that's the counselor in me. Your credit score is about what you're doing today. It's a combination of, yes, a credit score and a profile, but the credit score is determined mostly by what you are doing today and not your past. Does that make sense? Let me give you an example of what I mean. How much money you made 5 years ago has absolutely nothing to do with what a bank is going to pre-approve you to buy your house. Most of you all who are in the mortgage industry, or if you've ever tried to buy a house and they ask you this question, they say, I'd like to see your tax returns for the past 2 years. They're not worried about what your tax returns look like in 2015. You want to know why? Because in 2016, that is not an indicator of what you have going on today as far as your income, your ability to pay. Now, a bank is going to ask you about your tax returns from the previous 2 years because they want to know, do you have a job? Are you making money today to pay these bills today? Because if we give you this home loan today, we want to make sure that in 30 days, you're going to pay us back. How likely are you going to be able to do that? But you notice that they worry about the money that you're making today, not about the money that you made in 2016. I could have played professional basketball in 2016. But if I'm not playing professional basketball in 2023, that's going to be a difference in how much money I'm going to be afforded by the banks. Does that make sense? It's important that you understand that, because here's the aha moment, okay? Here's the aha moment. If the banks aren't really concerned about how much money you made in 2016, because it has no bearing on your ability to pay if they give you this money today, 30 days later, well, then why would a bank really be concerned about your credit past when it's about what you're doing today with the accounts that you have today, how you're handling your accounts today? Are you paying the bill on time today? Are you having a low utilization rate today? Are you consistently doing it month in and month out going on today? How likely is it for us to give you more money, more goods, more services, more credit today with the expectation that you are going to pay us moving forward? Why would a bank put so much weight on what you did 2016, 2017 when it came to your credit? But you know what we do? We get a few dollars here and there. Sometimes it's tax return money. Sometimes it's a bonus from the job. Sometimes you come into a little bit of money and you become a credit crusader. I get it. I was a credit crusader years ago. I was trying to buy my first house and I spent thousands of dollars thinking that if I paid off all my old debts and settled out everything and I got the receipts and I sent the letters out to the credit bureaus and I waited 30 days, and 30 days after I sent out those letters and disputes and updates, I waited, and 30 days later, I pulled my credit thinking I was going to be able to get pre-approved for a house, and my credit scores went up 12 points. Oh, my scores went up 12 points. I spent thousands of dollars trying to settle out and pay off old things. And the reason is I didn't understand what credit was really about. What I'm telling you is this. When people ask me about why their credit scores aren't moving, why is it not going up in the direction that they want to? It's because they're focusing in on things that the scoring models don't take into consideration as much as they think. Most people think that paying a bill on time is all that you need to do in order to have good credit. I pay my bills every month. Well, according to most models, that's about 35% of your score, paying the bill on time. That means there's 65% of other things that you can do to increase your credit scores. But if you think about it this way. What's the most important is how you are handling the accounts that you have right now. And are you someone that the banks want to invest more into? Most people put so much focus on dealing with their credit issues from their past that they neglect or don't know how to look good as far as credit is today. You can't get mad at banks. Don't get mad at creditors. Don't get mad at lenders when they deny you for credit because they want to give you money. I don't know a single bank that doesn't want to give out money with the expectation of getting it back with interest. If you know a bank that doesn't want to make money, please let me know. I'll wait. So the idea is this. You have to present yourself in a way that another bank, someone else that you're trying to get credit with, will be able to look at what you've got going on today, and they're going to say, it's a very good idea for us to invest more money, more goods, more services into you based on what we see today. Because the higher your credit score is, the better of an opportunity it is for a bank to invest in you. The lower your credit score is, the less of a good idea it is for a bank to invest in you based upon what they see today. Now, don't get it twisted. Your credit history does have value. It's just not as valuable as you may think it is. It's not as valuable as you may think it is when it comes to spending your time, energy, money, and efforts. The idea is that you want to focus in on the things that are going to raise your credit score, and that, for the majority of your credit score, is how you are handling your accounts today. There is so much more that I could tell you and counsel you on. So listen up. If what I just told you made sense, if what I just told you and went over made sense, I'd like to offer you a free one-on-one consultation with me to discuss how you can become the credit score you desire. Having a credit score and profile can mean the house and security for your family, the car that actually matches you and not what you could just get approved for. Having strong credit can be the security clearance for the job, the loan, the credit cards. It could mean starting that business that you've always been dreaming about. People tell you that you're good at this and that. You've got this skill set. You have a little bit of business understanding, and you just need the funding to start that business, and you know it will be a success. But you have to have your credit and your credit profile in order. That's how important credit is. Or maybe you just want to have good, strong credit overall, knowing that in the event that you ever needed access to credit, you could get it in the case of an emergency. Do me a favor. If you'd like to schedule a free consultation with me, there's no obligation. I just want you to be aware of the quickest and most cost-effective way for you to increase your credit scores and profile. And I'm going to tell you something. Now, this might mess up my dating game, but I'm going to tell you something. I'm cheap, okay? I can make an eagle scream. And what I mean by an eagle, I mean a quarter, which means I hate to spend money. And I would treat your credit situation like it was my money and my time. So when I'm talking to you one-on-one, I'm trying to tell you what's the most cost-effective way and the quickest way for you to achieve your credit goals. This free one-on-one consultation comes with a free credit report. It comes with an audit. It comes with video emails and tips on how you can improve your credit and your credit score. But most important of all, there's an opportunity for you to speak with me one-on-one about your specific situation, because everybody's credit situation is different. No two people are the same. Therefore, everybody's credit situation is different. You need a specific game plan that's going to help your situation. And if you decide after you have this free consultation with me and my company one-on-one, we would be humbled and honored to help you. But no matter what you do, you will at least have education and an empowered mindset moving forward. And that's good enough for us. Click on the schedule my free button with Chris. I think it might be down below there, might be blue, but click on that schedule my free consultation with Chris. And my staff will get with you and set you up so that you can have a one-on-one consultation with me. Now, I'm only one person. I'm only human. So therefore, slots are limited for the appointments. Once I reach my caseload, I am going to stop taking on new consultations with people, because I want to make sure that everybody that I'm talking to, every appointment that I have, is going to get the best of me, because you deserve the best of me. And if I have too many people, I can't give the best of me. Do me a favor. If what I said makes sense, click on the little blue button down below. I want to make sure that if you took the time to listen to what I had to say, that you get the time for me to listen to you and your situation. And that's it. Your journey to your better credit, best life has just begun. You have just been educated about something many people don't understand about why their credit scores aren't moving the way that they think it should. And I hope that you do schedule that free one-on-one consultation with me, Chris Sneed, and together we can make it happen. Here's to your better credit, best life. I'll see you inside.